86% of storage used. If you run out, you can't create, edit, and upload files. Get 30 GB of storage for 59 Indian rupees, 15 Indian rupees for 1 month. How? How is this? How is this happening? How is this possible? A beginner stage moonblade shouldn't be able to cut that deep into my flesh. Something's not right about this. It also, kid. You want to run? Do you think you can get away? Help me. Him. Somebody is calling for help me. Help. Don't mind him. It's just Miss Moyan's servant. We're already giving her face by allowing him to stay behind. Fan Yuan is still young, so he won't dare to kill anyone just yet. Instead, we should be careful of that Joan hurting Fan Yuan. You scream all you want, none of us carry the last name of Guy. Nobody will come to save you, even if you scream until your throat breaks. How could you guys just watch me die? Light. Please, I beg you. Let. Killed. Somebody. Fan Yuan killed someone. Hurry, come over. Give me your sword. Why yes. Joan's wounds is enough to reveal the secret of my middle stage primeval chi. And in turn, this secret will expose the existence of my liquor worm, and they might even connect it back to the flower wine. These guards saw me use my moonblade to kill him, so lying hand. If they're, my secret won't be exposed. Another. What happened? Fan Yuan killed someone. There's too many people here. And I don't have much primeval chi left. I won't be able to kill them all. Looks like you will have to suffer for a bit more. Lim. Gentleman, Fan Yuan, leave this to us. We will take care of him for you. No need. All of you leave. Is he really only a 15-year-old child? A real demon? Hey, did you guys hear? Fan Yuan killed somebody. Are you for real? Who did he kill? I heard it's a servant from the Mo family. He even cut his head off. Looks like Mo baby will be in big trouble this time. I wonder how Fan Yuan will deal with him later. Just thinking about it gives me shivers. Why did I fight with such a ruthless person? I'm kinda scared now. Elder. Were you looking for me? Close the door, Fan Yuan. I'm sure you already know why I summoned you here, right? I know. I broke the rules. I used my goo inside the academy according to the rules. First-time offenders will have to pay out 30 spiritual stones. Don't take me lightly. I am asking, how did Joan died? Joan offended his master and he possesses a toxic heart. Last night. Not only did he block my door, but he also wanted to kill me myself. In order to defend, I had to use my moonlight goo to kill the traitor. I also suspect he is secretly working for the other villages. Will Elder please pass out the right judgment? This child is too sly. Now that Joan is dead, he can say whatever he wants. And Joan is only immortal. Nobody cares if he's dead, but he's still a servant from the Mo family, and since he died inside our academy, we still need to give them an explanation. Sigh. How troublesome. I just hope he won't do anything unpredictable. Then let me ask you. What did you do with Joan's corpse? Oh. That. Elder. First miss. Not good. This. Fan Yuan left this on our back door early in the morning. What's inside? This. Why don't you see for yourself? I dismembered his corpse into pieces and then placed them inside a wooden box, and early at dawn I left that box on Mo family's doorstep. What? Sigh. Whatever. No point in keeping lecturing you. The harm is done. Get ready to receive your punishment. Yes. Fan Yuan is too outrageous. Liver's library. Knows his gut bounds. If you want to beat a dog, check first who the owner is. He not only ignored the latter part but also even beat the damn dog to death. He isn't taken Mo family into account at all. I will go ahead now and fetch him. Where do you think you are going? All these years of cultivation were for nothing. You have greatly disappointed me. Grandfather. Facing a mere initial stage rank 1 goo master. Let's forget how many people you dragged into this in the first place. You even let him lead you around by the nose from beginning to end. Do you still not understand the meaning behind Fan Yuan's actions? What's meaning? Are you thinking that maybe he wants to reconcile with us? No way. If he wanted to reconcile, wouldn't it be better to apologize face to face? Why would he send us this box of minced corpse? This is plain provocation. You're half right. He wants to reconcile. But at the same time, he is also provoking us. Look, this can't hold entire corpse. He is trying to tell us that he does not wish to blow up this matter to settle this amicably. But if our Mo family wants to pursue this matter, He will definitely throw the rest of the corpse at our front door and blow up this matter. It would be a losing situation for both sides. The entire clan knows that our Mo family broke the rules first. His method is truly wise. With a mere move, he achieved both toughness and softness and can advance or retreat safely. It expresses Fan Yuan's intention to compromise but also his ability to pose a threat. He actually got us this time. Grandfather? Aren't you thinking too highly of him? He is only 15 years old. You can't see the reality. This Fan Yuan was first unfazed towards danger and deceived you to enter the academy. He used then his wisdom in the face of adversity in order to hide within the dormitory and avoid trouble. No matter what insult you threw at him, he did not respond. This is his ability to calmly endure. When exactly did I tell you? Fan Yuan. You spineless little brat. Keep screaming after you left. He killed Gao Wan immediately. This is bravery and courage. And now he sent this box. It clearly shows his ability to plan and strategize. Tell me. Am I really thinking too highly of him? Even if it's the case. He is just a C-grade trash. Indeed. Having such intelligence yet only C-grade. If only his aptitude was 1 grade higher. Therefore B-grade. He would have become an influential member of our Guyu clan in the future. A pity. Truly a pity. This problem was created by you single-handedly. How are you going to settle it? The most important thing is maintaining reputation of Mo family. We should kill Gao Wan entire family. You can set aside your personal feelings and think about the big picture. This is very good. However, your method is still flawed. Please enlighten me. Grandpa. Gao Wan defied his superiors. A servant who dared offend his master deserved to die. But he was servant of the Mo family. We are also responsible for our inability to educate our subordinates. Let's compensate Fan Yuan with 30 primeval stones. As for Gao Wan's family members, give them 50 primeval stones as compensation and banish them from the clan. As for you, grandfather shall punish you with 7 days of confinement. From now on, don't find trouble with Fan Yuan ever again. For the next 7 days, stay at home and rest well. In the meantime, think about the profound meaning of why grandfather handled the matter this way. Yes. Grandpa. Few days later, when the sleek rain drips from the sky, the color of grass becomes a mirage. That's indeed true. Guyu Mo Chen has probably understood why I sent them that box by now. If nothing goes wrong, the Mo family won't investigate Gao Wan's death, even give me a compensation. He fears that if he breaks the rules, others will follow his steps. His bloodline has only Mo Bei as a male descendant. He would take a big risk since someone might target his grandson during harsh times in the future. In the Guyu village, the masters are kings and the servants are dogs. These are the rules. That's why Shen Kui wants to escape servitude at all cost. That's also why Gao Wan wanted to satisfy his young miss no matter what. Speaking of the rules. Grandpa. Please finish telling me the story of Ren Ziyu. If you don't, I will tell Grandma that you have drunk wine again without her permission. Alright. Can't even drink in peace. Where did we stop last time? Oh. It was when Ren Ziyu gave his heart to the Hope Gu and survived the attack of despairs. But he was getting too old in the end. He couldn't even chew berries or vegetables anymore. Once wise and strong, he couldn't keep hunting, he even lost all his teeth. Oh human. You cannot die. If you die then your heart be gone too and I will lose the only place to reside. Who wants to die? But if the heavens want me dead, I cannot die. There's always hope in life as long as you can catch the longevity goo. It will increase not die your lifespan. Easier said than done. When the longevity goo stays still, they are hard to detect, and when it moves, they fly at the speed of light. How can it possibly catch it? Oh human. Let me tell you a secret. On the northwest side there is a mountain, and on that mountain there is cave. Inside that cave there is a pair of round and square goo worm dots. Subdue them. You will be able to catch any, including the longevity goo. This is the place. The desperate Ren Ziyu finally reached the cave after going through much hardships. Nevertheless, the cave was completely dark. One couldn't even see their own 5 fingers. He couldn't even find his way out, not to mention subduing those pair of goo. Ren Ziyu continued to walk in complete darkness, and sometimes he would bump into things, causing him to be bleeding all over. At last, he used his last remaining strength and fell to the ground, and suddenly, he heard 2 voices. Oh human, you come here to catch us? The power and intellect goo have left me long ago. I'm already at the end of my lifespan. I have nowhere else to go. But I won't give up. As long as there's the slightest bit of hope. I understand now, human, you already give yourself to hope goo. Therefore you won't give up no matter what we say. Then we will give you a chance, as long as you can say our name. We will allow you to use US. Renziyu began to list many names. Birth price, unyield. Renziyu got weaker and weaker until he couldn't hold on. Weak. Oh human. You're going to soon die, so we will let you go. Use your remaining time to look at this world again. You offended us, and as a punishment you must leave your hope goo behind. Impossible. Even if I have to die for it, I'll never abandon my hope goo. Hope goo was very touched by Renziyu's words and responded to him the best it could. Renziyu could feel a renewed surge of energy gushing into his body. Thus, he continued to speak. Regulation. Rules. Oh human. We admire your perseverance no matter who it is. As long as they know our name we will open their orders. Person to have subdued us. Tell us your wish. Then I will first order you to help me. Hal. Longevity goo. As you wish. With the help of rules and regulation they helped him catch a 60-year longevity goo. After Renziyu ate the longevity goo he returned back to 20 years old. Ha ha ha. I've recovered my youth. Okay. That's enough for today. Let's go home, my good granddaughter, grandpa. Come on. Tell me more. What happened to Renziyu afterward? Let's go. We'll finish rules and regulation when we have time. There are lots of different opinions on whether Renziyu is only a legend or the truth. But the moral of the story is sure intriguing. Everything in this world has its own rules, and if you want to know its rules you must grasp the truth within the dark. This darkness is more than just the absence of light. It's something that even the power, wisdom, and hope goo cannot oppose. And only people like Renziyu who could endlessly search in the dark would have, and only when Renziyu knew the names of rules and regulation would darkness completely disappear. It's exactly because I know the rules that's why I can make use of the rules. This was also how I made the Mo family completely shut up. If it were the me from 500 years ago, this was certainly something that I couldn't do. Therefore, after going back in time, having knowledge became my greatest treasure and secret. But to summarize my 500 years worth of experience into ways of dealing with this world. And having knowledge doesn't only mean knowing what my future direction is. Ping Phu. Finally. I've almost arrived to the Guyu Mountain village. Hurry up and bring our stocks of green bamboo wine out. We'll sell everything by tonight. Yes sir. Lord Jiaofu. You're finally here. Why did you come so late this year? My apologies, the journey here was very dangerous. We've made everyone wait. Jiaofu, leader of the caravan. Old Chia. You did come a little late this year, you must have had a rough journey. Clan leader Guyubo, rank 4 Gu master. Things aren't clan elder going so smoothly this rank 4 Gu year, that's why everything master got delayed until now. I've made senior Guyu wait for too long. It's good that you're here. We've already prepared some wine and food to welcome you. Please. The caravan team will only stay in our mountain for 3 days. During this time a lot of people will be doing trades. Normally, you wouldn't see so many people around. Intimate grass. High quality intimate grass. Just look at this color. 1 caddy for 2 pieces of primeval stone. It's a very cheap price. Intimate grass. I really need them right now. Mixing intimate grass with goo food will greatly reduce cost of feeding a goo. Half a month ago, I killed Gaowan and was fined 30 primeval stones by the academy. However, the Mo family compensated me with 30 primeval stones. So I didn't lose anything. I plundered 2 more times during these past few days, so right now I have total 118 stones. I also need to include the costs of feeding my goo and my own living expense as well as the constant green bamboo. Right now I wine purchases, only have 96 primeval stones left. Although I really need these intimate grass, I want 10 right now. I want 2 caddies. I should caddies. Just come back later. After all, there are more important matters to do right now. Goo are strange creatures. They come in various shapes and forms and only feast on a specific type of food. Without food, these goo can only survive for a short period of time before dying, but other than that they can also seal themselves and hibernate. Most of the hibernating goo will form a layer of rock shell outside. As time goes on, their layer of crust will continue to thicken until it becomes a piece of hard rock. But this situation is very rare. Most goo will only undergo this process when they can no longer sustain themselves otherwise. The flower wine monk's goo wouldn't have all died, and this place is a rock gambling den. You gamble with your luck. If one finds a living goo inside the rock, you can make a fortune and make progress in many ways. It may even be the major turning point in your life. Because it's hard to find a living goo inside these rocks, therefore it's a gamble. Most of goo inside these rocks are dead and have no value. If I had remembered correctly, in my previous life there was a goo master who found a mudskin toad goo in one of these stones that was worth 500 primeval stones. It happened exactly tonight. But right now, I am about to steal away his fate. The gentleman over there. Which kind of stone do you want to take a gamble for? It costs 10 pieces of primeval stone for every rock on the left side of this counter, but if you're gambling for the first time, you might want to go to the counter on the right side. Those cost 5 pieces of primeval stone each, but if you're looking for excitement you can try the counter up ahead of you. Those are high end, those cost counters 20 pieces of primeval stone each. Okay, let me take a look. 500 years is a long time. I can only vaguely remember the details of the caravan being here on their first night. One lucky guy spent 10 pieces of primeval stones to buy a rock with purple and gold tints. He opened it right on the spot and found a mudskin toad inside. Afterwards someone bought it and he profited a lot of primeval stones. However, there are more than 20 rocks that fit the requirement and I can only purchase 9 of them at most. But if I include my living expenses then I can only buy 6 of them at most. This rock is ornamented with purple gold dotted stars, but it's flat as a cake. There won't be a mudskin toad inside. This one's purple gold color is dazzling. But it's too small. If there really is a mudskin toad inside it should be at least 30% larger than its size. This one is big enough but the surface is too smooth and a mudskin toad's rock should be more rough and uneven, so this obviously not the one. In my previous life I had also participated in a caravan and worked in a gambling den before. Even later on, I had managed a medium-sized casino and scammed many gamblers before. Good. The most eligible ones are these 6 rocks. The mudskin toad should be inside one of them. I will purchase these. Okay, these 6 stones, your total 15. 60 pieces of primeval stone. Where did this young master come from? Looking at this clothes I thought he might just be an ordinary student. I didn't think he would be such a generous spender. He's probably a successor from some wealthy family. If I can hook up with him, I might not have to work here and suffer again. Young sir, do you want to open your stones on the spot? I can help you open them for you. No need. Purple gold is my lucky color and it's my first time gambling, so it's more meaningful to me to open them by myself. Is that kid crazy? Young master has good handiwork. This is it. This young master isn't a good for nothing after all. He still has some skills. But opening the rocks with this method is still a bit too rough. That's right. It takes at least 2-3 years before you're familiar with using your goo to open a stone. Ah. Guys, look. He's using our Guyu clan's moonlight goo. So he's our own people. Now I feel like this kid isn't so bad after all. As I thought. He's unreliable. It was clearly just a solid rock. It was a blind pick after all. Young master, you'll be fine. You still have 5 stones left. Second attempt, 3rd attempt. And what does that have to do with you? Women sure have bad temper. This boss has bad temper. So what? Oh. There's something. Don't tell me he got super lucky from blind guessing? So it was rock inside rock. You fool. For every solid rocks. If not, these gambling dens would have gone broke already. Exactly. Young master, don't pay attention to those 2 idiots over there. It's your first time and you already got a rock within rock. Ordinary people wouldn't be able to do this. Ah. Don't tell me it's another rock within rock. Can't say for sure. It's here. Boy. Hold up. Jia Jinzhen will be the one to buy that rock. Greetings to second young master. Second young master? He called himself Jia Jinzhen. That being said, he's in charge of this place. But I don't think it's good for him to interfere and break his own rules. I'm in a good mood today, so I don't want you to lose all your money. How about this? I will offer you 40 primeval stones to buy that rock in your hand. You do know that you will most likely lose 9 times out of 10 when gambling with rocks. Gambling den shopkeeper Jia Jinzhen. 40 primeval stones. HIH. Looks like you want to pressure me into selling you this rock. You are breaking the gambling den rules. And moreover, you're doing it in King Mao Mountain. You just want to bully me. Who carries the last name Guyu in front of everyone, right? Shopkeeper, is this the case? You have mistaken, young brother. Why would I do that? This is. It actually had a goo inside. This youngster's luck is off the charts. He actually opened a goo. Don't be hasty. We still don't know if it's alive yet. TN, you can open a goo inside, but it can be dead alive. Dead goos are worthless. He's only a student. Maybe if I had offered him another 10 or 20 stones, primeval stones, he would have let to it. If I had offered him 100 primeval, he would have definitely agreed. Why didn't I just do that? No, wait. Maybe this kid doesn't know his stuff, although he did open a mudskin toad, but I can still probably haggle for the price and buy it for a cheap. Jia Jinzheng, you want to uai it? You. How do you know about it so well? If you're not willing to buy it, then forget it. I'm sure I can find someone else who is willing to buy it. Wait. I will buy it. I'll buy. But this price. Can you make it a little cheaper? Wait. Don't go. I'll buy. I'll buy it. I heard Jia Jinchen has a lot of spies in his own casino. As long as there's someone who is about to open a gu out, he would try to forcefully hat. He's probably angered off them to death this time. Well, thanks for everything, damn it. Young master. There's still one more rock left. You're not opening it? Ah. Good thing I had middle stage primeval essences, otherwise I wouldn't have been able to open 5 rocks in a row, but now that I have an extra 500 primeval stones, I won't need to worry about small consumptions for now. The mudskin toad may be a rank 2 gu. But I had no plans of cultivating it. Firstly, it's because King Mao Mountain are full of green soil. Secondly, it's hard to raise 3 gu on my own. It's hard to find its primary food, which is the yellow soil. Moreover, my cultivation is too low. There's one more purple gold rock left as expected. There's nothing inside. But that's fine, the rock dust was what I was truly aiming for. I only got that mudskin toad out of convenience. Looks like there aren't any treasures left in King Mao Mountain, but the White Neverby has the inheritance of a rank 4 righteous path gu master, but it requires together to overcome its obstacles. And right now there isn't a suitable candidate for this task. Oh right. The flower wine monk had also left behind that film. It's time for me to use it. A film that can make an entire village lose morale. I'm sure the 2 neighboring mountains would definitely be interested in it. Young boy. You came too late. The intimate grasses are sold out. I was too late. Come. Come. Come have a taste of each famous wine from every mountain. We have more than 100 kinds of them, and we also have the softest mushroom seeds. Welcome. Young sir. What would you like to drink? It's the innocent mushroom goo. I didn't think they would have them here. Do you want to try roasted monkey wine? Then I'll try that. All right. Wait a moment. Please enjoy. It's a liquor worm. Young sir. I wonder if you would sell your liquor worm to me. I've been waiting for a chance like this for a very long time. I am a rank 1 gu master, and this liquor worm can help me raise my pitiful cultivation. I heard there was a youngster who opened a mudskin toad tonight. And he made 500 primeval stones. Are you for real? Why would I lie to you? There aren't any rumors about my liquor worm. Well, that's normal. After all, a liquor worm is only an important asset for rank 1 gu masters. Normal people wouldn't care about it. I won't be able to conceal my liquor worm forever. But if I do want to keep this a secret, then I must take some action about it. But I also can't be too flamboyant, otherwise the results will reverse. Harry, and look. This black-hearted merchant is trying to sell our clan fake goo. Huh. Such a thing actually happened? Let's go see which family's merchant store dares to cheat our clansman. My clansman. This person sold me a fake black boar goo yesterday. He cheated me for 250 primeval stones. By the time I returned home to cultivate, I realized it was only a normal stinking fat worm. Don't falsely accuse me. When did I say that was a black boar goo? You cunning merchant. How dare you still try to deny it? You actually dare to cheat me in our King Mao Mountain? Are you looking for death? You should at least find a better target if you want to extort money. My brother is Jiafu. A rank 4 gu master. And just what can you do to me? Puh, only you thought it was a steal. I mean, just use your brain and think about it. A black boar goo can raise a goo master's strength by leaps and bounds. It's even more precious than a liquor worm. The bastard. What a dishonest merchant. Humph. He's only his half-brother, although he only has rank 1 cultivation, but we cannot afford to offend his brother. What's going on here? Everyone please make a way. Lord Jiafu. Thanks for coming. Hello. What is the problem here? Ugh. About that. This was what happened. Young brother, is this true? I understand the situation now. My brother will take full blame for this matter. My apologies to the brother over there for making you incur losses. Lord Jiafu. You are a rank 4 gu master. I am only rank 2. You shouldn't be doing this. This has nothing to do with cultivation. I always settle business with business. If he's wrong, then he's wrong. I am apologizing to you on behalf of our caravan. We will also compensate all your losses by twice its amount. My lord is brilliant. As expected of Lord Jiafu. Our Jio family always base our principles on trust and honesty. My younger brother is still young and likes to prank others, but he doesn't have any ill will. No. Looks like I found a good chess piece. I can use the flower wine monk's mages now. Wine. Where's the wine? Hurry and bring me more wine. No. Your wine is here. What? You're afraid I don't have enough money to pay for them? Ha. Good wine. Bring me another cup? No. Bring me everything you have. Gia for that bastard. He set me up on purpose. I'm the youngest in my family and my talent is also the worst, a third-class talent. But my father dotes on me a lot because I resemble him the most, and because of that, my older brothers would exclude me. But my father is approaching death soon, and in order to split the inheritance fairly, he had two brothers form a caravan group. Everyone's inheritance will be split equally according to their results. I even came up with a good plan. I had wanted to use my way to receive my share of family inheritance and then succeed my family Jiaofu. But that damn Jiaofu keeps on suppressing me. The difference between a rank 1 and rank 4 Gu master is too big. I can't resist against him at all. You wish to deal with your older brother, right? I can help you with that. Boy. I remember you. Why are you here? Did you come here to ridicule me? I have a huge business for you. It's you. To acquire better results and receive more inheritance, then you should listen to my proposal. How do you know about our family inheritance? Geo family's business isn't really a top secret. You can never hide your secrets from those who wish to know about it. That's true. There aren't any hidden secrets in this world then. Should we discuss this in another place? But could this be another trap set up by Jiaofu? No need. The sound is complex here. It can help prevent some Gu from eavesdropping on us. You just have to lend me your ear. This business involves the three big families on King Mao Mountain, and our caravan people hates getting involved in other people's disputes the most. It was my older brother who sent you here, right? Haha. If that's what you think, then I'll go discuss this with your brother instead. Don't go yet. Let's discuss this some more. I know you're suspicious of me, but right now you are being suppressed by Jiaofu. You already have no chance of making a comeback by yourself. A bit of hope left if you choose to believe in me, but that depends on if you're willing to take on this gamble or not. Jiaofu is only a bit older than me, but I'll never acknowledge him as my brother. But what, you were right. I'll be taking this gamble on. 2,000 primeval stones, no haggling. It's a bit too expensive. This trade involves a lot of risk. High risk, high reward. If you can sell this to those two families, you will only earn more. Yeah. That's true. The Bai family have been growing fast for the past few years. Meanwhile, they even produced a first-class talent, Bai Ningbing. They have really good prospects right now. Your Gaiyu clan's dominance is wavering. If I can sell this to the Bai family, I'll definitely be able to double my profit. Heh, I wasn't wrong about him. This Jia Jinchen wasn't a good for nothing after all. At the end of the day, he does have a good family background. I can probably take advantage of him some more in the future. Deal. Regardless this is a trap or not, I'm jumping on board. 2,000 primeval stones it is. But I must see the commodity first. Fair enough. A good reputation. On the other hand, I cheated people and forced through with the transaction. Why did you pick me? Why not sell it to Jiaofu instead? I can't control him because his cultivation is too high. I don't like to give others the decision-making rights. Moreover, I don't trust his so-called integrity. All those talks about honesty and trust are only bullshit. He's merely using it to take advantage of other people. Hee. Your last sentence really resonated with me. Heh. Most importantly, it's because your cultivation is low. It's easier for me to manipulate you. We're here. Trying moving again? I will give you everything. I beg you, please spare my life, master. Ha. Flower mine. Looks like I have a chance to turn my situation around. You didn't deceive me. And just looking at your 4th generation ancestor. Please spare my dog life. I will give you every primeval stone in our clan. Our Gaiyu clan needs a hero, therefore our 4th generation clan leader became a hero. Isn't so great, huh? While the Bai family needs a lowly scumbag, thus, our 4th generation clan leader will become a lowly scumbag. Whether he is a hero or a lowly person, it all depends on their point of view. Well said. But it's such a shame for a rank 5 Gu master. Little brother. You probably reaped a lot of benefits from this, didn't you? It's been too long. Most of his Gu have died out. I was only able to acquire his liqueur worm. I definitely won't sell you out. Just tell me the truth, how much did you benefit out of this? Fine, at the very least I know the flower wine monk has a rank 5,000 mile earth wolf spider. It has a large body and the ability to burrow underground. He was able to get away from all the righteous path Dea masters each time because he had this 1,000 mile earth wolf spider. Oh. There was such a thing? Not bad. Your logic was sound. But during the film, the Flowerwin monk didn't summon it out, or perhaps he was killed by the 4th generation leader a bit too early. The images changed. Future person, I am Flower Wine Monk. No matter who you are, You will now become my successor. Become the successor of a rank 5 Gu Master, the Flower Wine Monk. Actually had the inheritance of a rank 5 Gu Master. The family elder, a rank 4, can become the village head, and as for a rank 5. You've been replaying my shadow images for over 100 days already. And this is good enough to convince me that you don't harbor any good feelings for the Gaia clan. Very good, my inheritance shall be yours. But I have one condition. You must exterminate the Gaia clan for me. And obliterate this entire mountain. Leave nothing behind. That's right, the Flower Wine Monk was a demonic path Gu Master. But if I do take over his inheritance, must I do as he says? No, strength has nothing to do with good or evil. Moreover, he's dead already. I just have to take his inheritance and ignore everything else. This is a godsend opportunity for me. Although I am only a third-class talent, but if I can take over his inheritance, then I'd be able to contest with Jiafu. Wait, I almost forgot there's another person here with me. What should I do? Should I split the inheritance evenly with him? No. I can't. Then I will kill him. I only need to kill him, and the Flower Wine Monk's inheritance will be mine. This is my chance. I won't share it with anyone else. Right. First, I'll lead him on and make him think we are going to split it evenly. And then the moment he lets his guard down, I will kill him. Here. This is a great place. Nobody will notice even if I kill him. I'll do just that. Then. Fan Yuan. Brother. Let's. You. There's no need to think so much when you're killing someone. In, classic manifestation of a psychopath. To think there was such a twist here. How interesting. It's raining hard. Watch the road. Don't fall behind, GJI masters. Pull onto your GJI properly. You mortals better pay more careful attention to them. Lose a single thing, and you'll be paying for it. What kind of damn weather is this? We're leaving now. See you next year. You must come back next year. The future is filled with uncertainty. Next year. I wonder how many familiar faces are left by then? Whether it is a business or working in a. It's not easy to make a living. What a beautiful God. Ah. The heavy rain will cleanse the air and environment. It can greatly weaken many odor-based detection methods as well. In this way, Jia Jinzhen's body won't be found for a short period of time. Jia Jinzhen may be weak, but he had a special status. The caravan people are busy right now, so they haven't noticed him missing yet. But it won't be long before Jiafli comes back to investigate this matter. That will be the real challenge here then. The head of the Jia family intentionally arranged Jia Jinzhen to be on the same caravan as Jiafli to demoralize him and to make him realize reality. He did it so Jia Jinzhen can live a peaceful life. At the same time, he's testing Jiafli's character. If Jiafli can't even tolerate the existence of his own younger brother, then how could he possibly hand over his position as the head of the family to him? Jia Jinzhen never truly understood his father's intention. Although he had some intelligence, he wasn't good enough. It's a shame that I've lost a good chess piece. He would have been extremely useful for me if too late to manipulate him. First of all, he can help establish a stable network for smuggling and for usurping future treasures from killings. Secondly, I can hide in the dark and use the shadow images to stir up conflicts within the Jingmao mountain, thus causing a civil war and reaping benefits from it. Thirdly, I still need to rely on him to make his way into the inner family circle. In the future, the Geo family dispute will cause a large-scale GJI fighting competition, and there will be lots of benefits to gain from it. But it's too late for that now. You can only blame yourself for having. Although I was able to successfully remove his corpse and destroy all evidences. But just to prevent future drawbacks, I won't be able to go to the cave for a while, just in case they start investigating his disappearance. But this is good too. I can use this time to break through middle stage. When that time comes, I will also be more confident in succeeding the Flower Wine Monk's inheritance. After all, the demonic path isn't as gentle as the righteous path. I might lose my life if something happens to go wrong. Life is unpredictable, but that is also why life is very interesting. Jinzhen, actually, I didn't want to kill you. 4 days later, Martial Arena. Fan Zheng, you can do it. Defeat him. Ugh. Fan Zheng got kicked out of the stage. Fan Yulian has 33 consecutive wins. Damn it, brother. You should take care of your internal injuries first. Medical Gu teacher. He's beaten until he spit blood. He's ruthless. Even to his own younger brother. I don't want to fight with him anymore. This is only a small injury. You don't need to worry about it. You just need to rest for a few days. But you need to stop practicing martial arts for the next few days. You can't do any intense exercises either. Damn it. Next person. Elder said, Fan Yuan has gotten too dominant these days and told us to suppress him. Next person. Where's the next person? Otherwise, the other students will feel suppressed by him, and they won't be able to raise their head high again. They will all turn into fearful sheep and lambs. What's the matter? Are you guys scared? Bring out your courage and show me your pride as a student of the Yahello clan. But he's too strong. We can't beat him. That's right. Even Fan Zheng, who's a first-class talent, can't beat him. You dense brats. Fan Yuan is only not retaliating because he doesn't have much strength left. If we can send a few more people on stage, someone will eventually be able to defeat him. The things that make you feel defeated is not your opponent but your own heart. You've said that a few times already. I'm guessing you don't believe in yourselves. He's won 30 matches already. I'm sure you guys can definitely win if you put in a bit more hard work. Fan Yuan, you're at fault too. If you keep exchanging blows with your classmate to the point of making your classmate vomit blood, then I will declare it as your loss. Instructor, you are wrong. Naturally, when we are practicing or fighting, we should be giving it our all. Otherwise, what's the point of training? Or is it that in the future, when we go to war, our opponents will also treat us gently? Insolence. You're still finding excuses for vicious methods and injuring your classmates. You're wrong again. You were the ones who arranged this practice match and decided to raise the winning prize to 20 primeval stones. If you didn't want to encourage this kind of behavior, do you think these people would have gotten hurt? Insolence. Do you still want your first place? If you argue with me again, I will declare it your loss. Heh, it's only 20 primeval stones. Do you think I give a damn? Fan Yuan actually forfeited. Even the instructor can't do anything to him. This bastard. What are you guys still standing there for? Those who haven't gotten on stage yet, come up. Or do you want this 20 primeval stone reward anymore? Huff. Huff. I'm out of strength. Experience isn't omnipotent after all. Although I have a lifetime worth of battle experience. But this is still a child's body. After many consecutive fights, my body finally reached its limit. I'm sure it's the elder who is purposely making things difficult for me from behind the scenes. But this was within my prediction as well. The elder wants to destroy this invincible image that everyone has of me. The moment I lose, I won't seem invincible anymore. At the same time, IT will awaken the students' fighting spirit. After some setbacks, IT would mold their wills to become indomitable. Because they want to see me fail. But I also needed this kind of pressure so I can extort primeval stones with greater ease. Therefore, the aim of these fights is to maintain my dominance. This is only the start of my suppression rally. From today onwards, I need to pay more attention to the elder's actions. This brat is hard to catch. He is proficient in the academy rules, and he doesn't commit any mistakes either. Although he always sleeps in class, but when he is asked a question, his answers are always correct. It will be hard to suppress his dominance. As an elder teacher of this school, treating all students fairly is my motto. I've seen students who are 10 times more rebellious than him, but there was never a student who made me feel this repelled towards them. When clearly my heart had been calm as water and impartial to all for a long time already, but why can't I find any ways to deal with Fan Yuan at all? I know why. This Fan Yuan brat is born with arrogance that is rooted deep into his bones. The other students only tolerate him because they are afraid of him. While this Fan Yuan never showed any fear. As if right from the start, he never put me or the academy in his eyes. The other students only tolerate him out of respect towards his clan. How can we get him to work for our clan in the future? We must suppress him. Otherwise, if the other students start following him, we won't be able to manage the students anymore. But as of now, I still don't know how to handle him. And I also can't act like a hooligan and find faults in him, right? It seems that to suppress Fan Yuan's domination, we can only wait until all the other students advance to rank 1 middle stage. TN, because Fan Yuan has lower talent, so other students should reach middle stage before him. But I don't need to worry too much. Fan Yuan is still young. We can still slowly pacify him. If he wants resources, he will still have to compete for positions and rewards. And as time goes on, naturally, there will be all kinds of restraints that will keep him from leaving our clan's control. The reward and punishment system is heavily rooted in your body. It won't be easy for anyone to get away from this system. This is the power of the system. The power of the rules. And you, are just a 15-year-old child. TN, he means Fan Yuan needs the clan because he needs resources, so they can control him that way. Little brother, I heard you got injured today? Of course not. You are the future head of our family. I know that you dote on me a lot, but in the future, don't pat my head anymore. I'm already an adult. Although I lost again, this time I could tell that Fan Yuan was gasping for breath. He's not as strong as everyone thinks he is. One day, I will definitely defeat him with dignity. Good, as expected of the successor of our MO family. But you're still injured. Don't practice martial arts for the next few days. I know. I plan to cultivate my primeval space and break through to middle stage. First, I need to become the class president and suppress his dominance. I want him to know that the most important thing in cultivation is our talent. Then I won't worry about you anymore. Even back then, I was only the vice president of my class. If you can become the class president, then I won't have any more seconds. Come, the class president. Chi family. Phew. Thank you, grandfather. It must have been tiring for you to continuously pour primeval essence into my body every 3 days. This can't be helped. You are only a third-class talent. If we rely on your abilities alone to break through, it will take too long, and your true talent might get exposed. Although this method is a bit dangerous, but we must use it. Although the results are good, but this method has a sequela. My silver-white primeval essence is still an external source of primeval essence to you. The more external primeval essence there are, the more impure your primeval space will be, and this will stifle your talent, thus limiting your development in the future. Grandfather, for the future of our Chi family, I am willing to sacrifice my future prospects. It is good that you have such thoughts. Very good. But the heavens will always leave a slimmer of hope. In the future, if you can find the cleansing water G1, you will be able to cleanse your primeval space and remove the sequela. Really? Also, I am using my connections to search for a liquor worm. It can help nurture your primeval space, and there won't be any sequel. It has very good effects. Wow. But the liquor worm is very hard to find. Legend says that there are some GJI that can change a GJI master's talent, but I've never seen a GJI like that in my entire life. But I hope you will have the chance to encounter one. Thank you for taking care of me. Phew. I feel like time passes by faster when you're cultivating. In a blink of an eye, it's nightfall already. Although I don't have enough primeval stones, but I am still a first-class talent. I am confident that I will break through to middle stage within 3 to 4 days. My martial arts may not be as good as you, but as for cultivation, you are definitely not my opponent. My primeval essence and recovery speed is 2 times better than my brother. Even if he has more primeval stones, he can't be faster than me. Brother, this time I will show you the strength of a first-class talent. Just a bit more. Just a bit more, and I will break through into middle stage. But I will most likely fail if someone interrupts me. I need to take advantage of this quiet night and break through by today. Full. Rise. Rise again. Succeeded. I advanced to middle stage. Fuuu. It's the afternoon already, huh? Fan Yuan. How dare you skip school for no reason? The academy elder is looking for you. Come with us. Fan Yuan actually didn't come to class. How brazen. He's way too bold. And today's lesson is taught by the academy elder. The academy elder already sent some school guards to look for him. Looks like he's done for. Oh, Fan Yuan. Yesterday I was still worried that I couldn't get a hold of you, but today it looks like you had presented yourself to my doorstep. At the end of the day, you are only a 15-year-old child. Looks like I had overestimated you. He's here. First, I will punish him by making him stand outside for 3 hours to dampen his spirit. Elder teacher seems quite angry. Hee, we have a good show coming right up. Brother, you are challenging the elder's authority. No matter what your punishment is, you can only blame yourself for it. Dong. 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 He's here. I will go get the door. Hee, Fan Yuan, you're in deep shit. What's wrong? What happened? Creaks. Murderer. War what? What's going on here? It's a guard. It's one of elder teacher's guards. Fan Yuan killed somebody. Fan Yuan. What's going on here? You must explain yourself to me. If you killed the guards indiscriminately, I will punish you according to the clan rules. Splat. Elder teacher, I do have something to report. Fan Yuan, you are making a grave mistake here. You are only digging a deeper hole for yourself. Speak. Let's see how you're going to explain yourself. Reporting to elder teacher, these 2 guards have impure motives, devious intentions. When GJI masters are cultivating, they cannot be disturbed, especially when they are about to break through to higher realms. A moment of distraction would not only cause the breakthrough to fail, but their primeval space would also be damaged. But when I was at my most crucial moment of breakthrough, these two people broke my door and barged into my room. Fortunately, I had advanced to middle stage right before they barged in. Otherwise, the damage cannot be undone. However, these two people wouldn't admit to their mistakes and even boasted shamelessly about wanting to beat me up. They ridiculed our clan's ancestors and said, the act of disturbing my cultivation was the elder teacher's order. I didn't believe in their words, so I resisted furiously. But these two people were strong martial artists. I had to fight for my life before finally defeating those two. But seeing as they were academy guards, I didn't want to kill them. So they merely suffered heavy injuries. That is what happened. Will elder teacher please uphold justice for me? What did you just say? You advanced to middle stage? Impossible. He's only a third-class trash. How could he possibly advance to middle stage already? He's lying. He must be lying. He's just afraid to be punished by the academy. You said you've already advanced to middle stage? You can't speak nonsense. If you are found to be lying, then your mistakes will only pile on themselves. Het. Will elder teacher please examine me? Humph. It's the water wall. He actually advanced to middle stage. How is this possible? How was it? What's the verdict? It's fake, right? He is indeed middle stage. What? That can't be right. How is that possible? He's only a third-class talent. How could that be? This is impossible. It's impossible to deceive the elder, but just how did he do it? Fan Yuan, I hope you can explain to me how did you break through to the middle stage. The heaven rewards the hard-working, and as a result of my persistent training, I managed to advance smoothly. Liar. If heaven does reward the hard-working, then I would have reached first place a long time ago. I even saw him strolling around the stores and streets the other day. You're not lying? Of course. This kid is fearless. He is not afraid of anything. He can't be threatened and can't be shocked. How can I possibly force him to tell me the truth here? He's the first one to advance to middle stage, but he is only a third-class talent. He must be hiding a secret. But if he's unwilling to talk about it, then I also can't force him to say it. Looks like I can only investigate his secret. Elder teacher, I am still frightened by the guards. I wonder how you will deal with them. They've lost a lot of blood. They will die if you don't treat them soon. Frightened? You. Those two guards won't die. I will send someone to save them. As for you. This bastard is sure tough to deal with. At first, I had planned to have Fan Yuan play the truant first and have him beat my guards up. This is considered to be going against his teachers and punishable by the clan rules. According to the clan rules, he should be thrown into the clan jail to be punished. But now, he has advanced to middle stage. Now the context is completely different. It is now reasonable for him to skip class and kill the guards because he was the first person to break through to middle stage. That is the crucial difference. Just how did he advance to middle stage so fast? And the most problematic part is, even if he doesn't speak of his secret, I can't punish him in any way. The purpose of the academy is to nurture talented students. If I suppress talented young GJI masters, then I would be the one in the wrong and neglecting my role. And I must be fair, at least on the surface, I must be impartial and uphold fairness because this is the rules. Damn it. It wasn't easy for me to get a hold of him. Do I really have to let him go? But I can't swallow my anger down. Damn it. Het. The academy elder is probably thinking about how he should deal with me. Because things aren't as simple as it looks anymore. In reality, this is my first direct confrontation with the elder teacher. He wants to use the clan rules to suppress me, but he didn't think that I would retaliate. I used my advancement to the middle stage as an excuse to turn the situation around. As for those two unlucky guards, they are merely sacrificial pawns that got dragged into this battle of wits. If he ended up killing those two guards, then I can still find an excuse to fight back. But right now, I can't do anything to him. I didn't think a 15-year-old child could be this difficult to deal with. No wonder there were always rumors about his early intelligence and poetry back in the days. Now I can't even fight back at all. You lost because of your status. It is your strongest weapon, but at the same time, it is also your greatest weakness. It's impossible for you to be fair and punish me at the same time, at least not with your status. Therefore, you can only accept my explanation. His explanation is full of loopholes. I personally selected those guards by myself. It's impossible for them to be this retarded and ridicule our ancestors. He purposely laid this trap in front of everyone. But I can only accept it as it is. This is a trap. But if you do investigate this matter and the truth comes out, how will you deal with it then? If you don't punish me, then the 2 guards will be pitifully framed, and you will be deemed impartial with your judgment. How can anyone trust you then? But if I punish Fan Yuan, who has a Gaiyu last name, for 2 slaves with foreign surnames, then it would look like I am jealous of the talented. This will arouse discontent from the public and pressure from all sides. There's only one way to deal with situations like these, and that is to act like I didn't see anything and treat those 2 guards as discarded pieces. In short, the elder can't punish Fan Yuan because the Gaiyu clansmen won't like it. But if the elder punishes the guards instead, the commoner will know the elder is being biased, which will tarnish his reputation as being fair and righteous. So Fan Yuan told a blatant lie on purpose in front of everyone by saying the guards ridiculed his ancestors to put him in a tough spot. I have to admit that the guards have committed a grave mistake. In this way, the clansmen will be satisfied, and without additional information from the 2 guards, my judgment would seem fair. This is basically killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Although it's like that, but this brat is too despicable. Not only did he disrespect me in front of the public, but he would even oppose me. This time, not only was I not able to suppress him, but I even lost some face in the public. The most crucial part is, in the future, these 2 guards will feel indignant and would want to reveal the truth. And in order to maintain my image of fairness, I must suppress them. This is all because of Fan Yuan. This feeling is the same as Fan Yuan spitting on my face, and not only do I not scold him, but I must praise him in front of the public and then wipe his mouth for him. Elder, there's something on your face. Student Fan Yuan, your great spit. And if someone mentions that there is saliva on my face, I must shut that person up immediately. I've never felt such indignity in my many years of teaching before. This is too infuriating. And this is all because of you, Fan Yuan. I really want to slap the fuck out of him right now. So you won't dare to oppose me again. Good child, it's nothing. It was the academy who taught me well. Did you hear? Fan Yuan got first place again. Yeah, the entire village is talking about him. Actually, it's not that strange for a 3rd-class talent to surpass a 1st-class talent. For example, he may have a liquor worm or any other special GJI that can raise his cultivation speed. But they are only guesses. Anyway, the academy will definitely give us an explanation. If they don't even know how their own students advance to middle stage, then they'd be too much of a failure. That's true. Go investigate Fan Yuan for me. You must dig into every detail about him. Also, you mustn't let him find out about this. Do you understand? Yes, elder. Fan Yuan, I shall see what secrets you're hiding. 5 days later. Today is the day to grant subsidies and also the day to announce the candidates for class president and vice class president. There will be 1 class president and 2 vice class presidents. The top rankings of this middle stage exam are, 1st place, Gaiyu Fangyulian. 2nd place, Gaiyu Fanzheng. 3rd place, Gaiyu Shikeng. 4th place, Gaiyu Mobe. Damn it. The 1st place can now come up to receive his prizes. Ah, he's the 1st person to advance to middle stage. The class president's position belongs to him now. This is too hard to believe. And I thought our class president would be Fan Zheng. I think Fan Zheng was in shock. He's only 3rd place. Yeah. This is your reward for getting 1st place. You can rest assured, there are 50 primeval stones in total. The academy won't cheat you. Ha, even if you had plundered more, you had probably used up a lot of primeval stones to reach middle stage. You must be low on primeval stones by now. Even if I can't reveal your secret, one day you'll have to tell us by yourself. Very good, Fan Yuan is the 1st person to reach middle stage. According to our rules, he will receive 30 primeval stones as his prize and be the 1st person to choose his 2nd GJI. At the same time, I will now hereby announce Fan Yuan is now our class president. Ah. He became our class president after all. I don't want to acknowledge this. And I thought I was going to become our class president. But now it looks like I still have to pay respects to my brother when I see him. Sigh. Hee, actually, it's a good thing that Fan Yuan became the class president. At the very least, he must stop extorting his classmates. As long as he follows the academy system, he can no longer do as he pleases. Furthermore, he will also slowly integrate himself into our clan. In this way, sacrificing the class president's position is only a small matter. Hee, Fan Yuan brat, you're still too inexperienced to go against me. Next, I will now announce the vice presidents. Wait. Elder, I still have lots to learn. So it's hard for me to take over the position as the class president. Such an important position, it's better to let the talented have it. What? So you're saying, you don't want to become the class president? If you become the class president, You will be subsidized with 10 primeval stones. Are you sure you want to refuse this position? Is there an academy rule that says the first place must become the class president? Could it be I can't refuse this position? No. There isn't a rule like that. Well. Thank you, Elder, for being so understanding. Fan Yuan actually refused his position. Am I mistaken here? There must be something wrong with his brain, right? What's going on here? That means I am the class president now, right? He actually gave up his position as the class president? What an idiot. How are you doing, class president? How are you doing, class president? This feels amazing. Yup, you guys be well too. Only Fan Yuan, that idiot, would give up a position like this. Brother, why did you do such unexpected things again? Becoming the vice president. Brother, you, same old rules. 1 primeval stone per person. Brother, I am the vice president now. Correct. The vice president gets up to 5 primeval stones for subsidy, then you shall hand 3 primeval stones over. What? Fan Yuan. You're quite ballsy. How dare you block our path again? I am the class president now, and as a regular student, you should be paying your respects to me. You. I am the class president. You punched me? How dare you punch me? WH. Ah. You're right. Since we have a class president now, then let's change the rules up a bit. Starting today, regular students will each hand over 1 primeval stone. The vice president, 3 primeval stones. And the class president, 8 primeval stones. What? Fan Yuan had just beaten up our new class president. What should we do? What should we do? Nothing. Meaning. Just think about what kind of person Fan Yuan is, and yet you still want to provoke him. Now think about what had happened to Wangda and Weijer. They didn't end up so well, did they? What you sighing for? Nothing's changed. Oh, I know now. Could it be Fan Yuan didn't want to become the class president because he want to keep to extorting us? That's true. Back then when he extorted us he would get 9 primeval stones, but now that increased to 68. If he becomes our class president he would only get 10 primeval stones. How cunning. How savage. Moreover, now it looks like our class president and vice president are being robbed as well. They also only have 2 primeval stones left. Sigh. This is too much. He actually plundered so many primeval stones from the class president and vice president. Then what's the difference between them and regular students? And what's the point of our academy handing out subsidies? We might as well just give everything to Fan Yuan. Fan Yuan refusing to become the class president is the same as refusing to integrate himself in struct terms. Class president and vice president will weaken even further over time. The normal students will lose their respect and interest for these 2 positions. Basically these 2 positions helps keep all students integrated into clan rules. His actions may seem small, but the meaning behind it was rather heavy. Our academy is trying to nurture new hopes for our clan and not a traitor. He is basically challenging the clan system alone. Should we take action? No need, I will personally deal with this matter by myself. Otherwise, the first person to hold me accountable would be the clan head and then the Chi and Mo family. Do you know why that is? He had shown signs of early intelligence and was regarded as a genius, the hope of our clan, but after he had shown a 3rd-class talent in the awakening ceremony, the clan head was very disappointed in him. His daily life is also very simple. It's basically a 3-point line. In the morning he would go to the academy for class and at night he would go back to his dormitory to sleep. Moreover, every night he would work very hard to cultivate his GUI and nurture his primeval space. Occasionally he would go to one of our clans inn to buy some food and wine. He is very fond of wine, especially the green bamboo wine. He even stored 10 jugs of those wine in the inn. I heard it was right after he had shown 3rd-class talent that he became dependent on alcohol, and he hasn't stopped drinking since then. His parents died early and he didn't live in harmony with his aunt and uncle. No wonder Fan Yuan doesn't feel a sense of belonging in his clan. He was brought up high into the sky by our clan head and then dropped to ground by him. We only remember that he is a 3rd-class talent. Trash as well. It's no wonder he's so wild and unruly, and so peculiarly cold and detached. Indeed, forgotten that he was once a genius, the hope of our clan. He lived such a simple life and worked so hard towards his cultivation just to suppress his hatred for the clan. That's why when I tried to suppress him, he retaliated so fiercely. Sigh. Although I understand his reasons for doing this, no, if it were me I'd do the same, but he had already stepped over my bottom line, and my position doesn't allow me to forgive him. These reports are very detailed, but there were no progression on his secret. It's been so many days already. How come you guys haven't found anything yet? Master, please quell your anger. Come in. The clan head gave an order. Will Elder please head to the main family pavilion? There is something to discuss. Oh? What's the matter? It's GFO, the rank 4 Gu master. He's here. His younger brother Jia Jinzhen went missing, huh? It's difficult to survive in this world and Gu masters going missing is very common generally speaking. These inexplicable disappearance often signifies death but anyone can die, except for Jia Jinzhen. He cannot die here. Especially not in our Gaia village. The most crucial part was, if rumors spread out, it will hurt our Gaia clan's reputation. Once the Gaia clan's reputation is tarnished, the trades will drop and our clan will drastically decline. This is a serious matter. If we don't handle it well, it will definitely become a disaster. He's here? Greetings. Forget it, I'm not going to say more about this matter. The clan academy had always been under your supervision, so let me ask you, where is Gaia Fanyuan? Gaia Fanyuan. How is this matter related to that kid? Right now he should be cultivating inside his academy dorm. Currently, GFO is suspecting that his younger brother's disappearance is related to Gaia Fanyuan. Brother Jia, yes. They will bring Fanyuan here immediately. Please have a seat. I apologize to brother Gaia. But I am really anxious about this. It's been days since I've last seen my younger brother and I fear for the worst. I really can't afford to wait. I was being too careless. I should have thought about my father's intention earlier. He arranged Jia Jinzhen that bag of burden to be with me just to test my heart and patience. And now that I am not willing to sit, it shows that I am determined to find the culprit. At the same time this emits a sense of pressure to the Gaia clan. In the future when I go back to the Jia family I can still give my report. Reporting to clan head, I brought Gaia Fanyuan here. Greetings to the clan head and Lord GFO. Greetings to everyone else. Is this him? It's him. I can't be wrong. Brother Gaia, you see. You lost your younger brother and now you want to push the blame onto Fanyuan? Do you really think our Gaia clan is that easy to bully? You better look carefully. To tell you the truth, Gaia Fanyuan has an identical twin. Are you sure this is him? This. I'm sure brother Gaia will enforce the clan rules and be impartial with your judgment. Will brother Gaia please interrogate this Fanyuan? This is more like it. Rest assured brother Jia, if it really is Fanyuan who did this, then in the worst case scenario I can just expel him. After all, he is only a third-class talent. After all, Fan Zheng is our clan's hope. In the future we must rely on him to deal with Bai families by Ningbing. Fanyuan, don't be nervous. Let me ask you, have you heard of Jia Jinzhen? Who's that? You're lying. It's him. He bought 6 purple gold stone in our gambling den and he opened a mudskin toad GUI after opening the 5th one. Afterward, young master Jia used 500 pieces of primeval stone to buy the mudskin toad from him. It's not only me, the other GUI masters present also saw this. Is that so? Oh, if that person was Jia Jinzhen then I did indeed meet him before, but I've only seen him once inside the gambling den and never again. He's lying again. Excuse me, but I work in a wine store. That night while I was working at the wine shop I clearly saw Jia Jinzhen sitting with him and they even chatted for a long time. Impossible. The wine shop had so many people. How did you recognize us so clearly? It could be you who were mistaken. Haha. I can't be wrong. Do you remember? That day you passed by my wine shop after I saw your liquor worm. I had you ordered a cup of roasted money wine but you only took a sip and you left the rest for your liquor worm. Do you remember now? That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Fanyuan. Where did you get your liquor worm from? What else do you know that you're in big trouble? Hurry and speak. Speak, what is going on here? Your liquor worm, does it belong to Jia Jinzhen? Impossible. How could my liquor worm be his? I opened that liquor worm from my gambling den rock. You opened it? Correct. Now that things have turned out like this I also can't hide my secret anymore. At that time I did buy 6 purple gold stone, but because I didn't have enough spiritual energy, I could only open 5 stones inside the store. I had to open the remaining one when I got back home and then I realized there was a liquor worm inside. I got overexcited so I went to refine it immediately. Wait a second. You said you opened a mudskin toad inside one of your 6 purple gold stone and then you opened a liquor worm in another one. So what of it? She can be the witness. Is that so? You must speak the truth. It's true, Fanyuan did buy 6 purple gold stones and he did open a mudskin toad after the 5th one. As for the 6th one he did take it away with him, but I don't know what he had opened for that one. You scored 2 out of 6 stones. Isn't your luck a bit too good? Lucky streak, hee. Back then I also. After I had finished refining the liquor worm, the very next day I did go to a wine shop to feed my liquor worm. Then I went out again at night and coincidentally, I saw Jia Jinzhen sell a fake GUI to our clansmen. Fortunately, Lord GFO appeared and settled their dispute. I went back to the same wine shop and bumped into Jia Jinzhen there. I had just obtained this liquor worm so I was overjoyed. I had only wanted to ask him how much this liquor worm was worth, but he forced me to sell my liquor worm to him instead. I had only wanted to know what it's worth, so naturally I didn't agree to sell it. Even if I had wanted to sell it, I would have waited until I became a rank 2 goo master, so I left right after. Not only did he chase after me, but he also added another 50 primeval stones, but I had never thought of selling it, and then he started to cuss at our Gaia clan and even told me to be careful in the future. After he was done cussing, he left right after and I never saw him again. That does sound like something my younger brother would do. Perhaps he did go find Fan Yuan, but they couldn't come to an agreement, so Fan Yuan killed him. If he had paid it? My investigation also said Jia Jinchen did not go look afterward. Did you kill Jia Jinchen? No. I didn't kill him. Then prove it. How dare this Jiafu threaten our Gaia clansmen while being inside our Gaia mountain? If rumors spread out, then I won't have any face left. Ahem. Brother Jia, it's not that I want to speak out of turn, but the culprit who caused this crime would have definitely left some clues behind. I wonder if Brother Jia had found anything in your investigation yet? I heard your Jia family has a tracing GUI worm called Linderworld Path Butterfly. It can emit soul fragrance and can be implanted onto your GUI worms. I'm sure you will be able to find your clansman if you track him down with your Linderworld Path Butterfly. I've tried that method already, but there were no effects at all. Once the GUI worm dies, their soul fragrance will disappear as well. Clearly the culprit killed all of my brother's GUI worms too. That's odd. First, the culprit didn't take any of your brother's GUI worms, and secondly, he didn't extort him for any primeval stones. Then what was the culprit's motive for killing a mere rank 1 GUI master? That's true. What was the culprit's motive then? Regardless of whether Jia Jinchen is dead or alive, there has to be a motive, right? Could the motive be love? Now that we're talking about this, I suddenly recall. I've heard of this a long time ago, that the Jia family wants to split their inheritance, but now that one of your brother is dead, wouldn't you guys be able to split a greater share of inheritances? Could it be? You were the one who killed Jia Jinchen? Shut your mouth. Don't make baseless accusation and slander Lord Xia. Jiafu wouldn't kill Jia Jinchen, because this would cause him more harm than reward. Could it be? In these slow foals. Jia family's internal dispute. Had they finally thought of it? I heard the Jia family wants to split their inheritance and also impart a new clan head, and their children are under intense competition because of this, especially Jiafu and Jia GUI. The competition is the most fierce between these two rank 4 GUI masters. Moreover, the murder of Jia Jinchen is too strange, and right now there is no evidence to prove that Fan Yuan is the murderer. It's obvious that his motive for killing Jia Jinchen over a liquor worm is not sound. But if Jia GUI was the one acting from behind the scenes, then everything could be explained. Father organized me to be in the same caravan as Jia Jinchen in order to test my personality. Jia GUI. On top of that, the culprit used such vicious methods to kill him. Based on that, I know the culprit is an experienced killer. Nobody would be more motivated to murder Jia Jinchen but him. And only him. Understand now? Understand everything now? Fan Yuan is innocent. And Fan Yuan blimped into Jia Jinchen at the worst possible time. Based on his age and the fact that he had just started attending the academy, how could he possibly murder someone and destroy all of his GUI worms? He was lying just to hide the fact that he had a liquor worm. Then he wouldn't have been so stubborn to hide his liquor worm. Heh. They fell for my trap. You never rely on persuasion to make someone wholeheartedly believe a certain possibility, but you guide them to do so. Sigh, what an unlucky child. First, I need to dispel my suspicion, and the second step. The next step is the most crucial part of my plan. Although I know the truth now, but I don't have any proof, and if I make some baseless accusation, I'm afraid my father will think I'm the one who is trying to frame Jia GUI. But now that Jia Jinchen have gone missing, naturally Jiafu is partly responsible for it too. Jiafu doesn't have enough evidence to pinpoint Jia GUI as the killer, but he must still give an explanation to the clan head. I need to find a scapegoat. At least I would be able to give an explanation. If I can get through this crisis, in the future I can get back at Jia GUI twofolds. And this scapegoat is right in front of my eyes. Fan Yuan. How can you prove that you didn't kill Jia Jinchen? Do you have any witness that proves you weren't at the crime scene? You don't have to say anything else. You just have to tell me if you have a witness or not. If you don't have one, then you are the culprit. What? That GFO is using our Fan Yuan as a scapegoat? Unreasonable. How? Witness. Of course I have one. I prepared one long ago. You have or you don't have a witness. Haha, then it has to be you. I don't have a witness. Wait. What? Are you sure? Of course he has a witness. I am his witness. When Fan Yuan unexpectedly became the first to break through middle stage, I sent my men to investigate him. His daily activities and actions were all recorded. There was no time for him to harm Jia Jinchen. Yes, that's it. I've set you up as my chess piece since a few days ago. I didn't only kill the guards and doubled the amount that I robbed for prestige and resources, I mainly did it to attract your attention. So you can stand up for me and become my witness. Now that I have proof, the Gaia clan don't have a reason to abandon me anymore. You can't touch me. Damn it. The Gaia clan had steeled their heart to protect Fan Yuan. That's because if Fan Yuan is deemed guilty, the Gaia clan will have to bear the evil reputation for murdering someone in the Geo family. Not only will they have to face retribution, even the caravan won't come to trade with them anymore. This is too big of a loss for them. If so, then let me use the footprint GUI. How's that? Once this GUI is used, IT will show us your last 30,000 footprints on the ground. No problem, come and test me. Hurry, follow after it. Yes. 1 incense later. Lord, we don't found traces. Fine, this is the final test. If you can pass this test, then I won't bother you again. This. As its body and white light enveloping its form, I can't be wrong. This is the bamboo gentleman. Brother Gia, your bamboo gentleman is a rare rank 4 GUI. Why waste it here? I obtained this bamboo gentleman through rock gambling when I was younger. As everyone knows, this GUI feeds on honesty as its food and it's able to detect lies. Only a honest gentleman who has never lied before can refine this goo. I knew I couldn't do it, so I only opened this rock halfway due to its current state. Once it's opened and not fed, it will immediately die. You only have to open this rock and keep the bamboo gentleman in your primeval space. I will ask the questions and you answer, and if this GUI changes color, it would mean you are lying. How's that? No problem. He just won't give up. Let's see what he has to say after that. Bamboo gentleman, however, I didn't think he would have that kind of goo. Chunkaiu Cicada. Friend, suppress. What can a mere rank 4 GU.do to me? Fan Yuan, did you harm my brother, Jia Jinshen? Never. Do you have any information on my brother? No. Did you lie to us earlier? No. Alright, you can take the bamboo gentleman out now. As I thought, it didn't change color. I told you, much offense to brother Gayu, it's fine, we all wanted to know the truth anyway. It's just a shame that the bamboo gentleman. I have done my best. I investigate. This time when I go back home I will employ the divine investigator. Let's go. Phew, they're finally gone. Alright, you may all leave now. Yes, clan head. Academy elder, you stay behind, I need to speak with you. Me. Clan head, what is the matter? It's nothing much, take a seat, I have a story to share with you. Your subordinate shall listen with full attention. Some say, Renziyu was able to subdue the rules and regulation GUI after saying their name. The two GUI then worked together and captured him, a longevity GUI, so Renziyu recovered his youth. Human, although you subdued us, you must not forget. You better not let other commands as living beings know our names. If they do, we will have to obey their commands. And every time we caught you command us, you a longevity GUI, it will add a rule and regulation. This was the first order. Our new rule and regulation is, we will not repeatedly catch the same GUI for you. Alright. If that's the case, then I order you, to catch me all the GUI of the world except for the longevity goo. As you wish. They really did it? Possessing each and every GUI, I am from now on the ruler of the world. Ha ha ha. What's going on? Why are they all gone? Human, you don't have strength or wisdom, how could you possibly subdue them all? We can only capture goo for you, you have to rely on yourself to subdue them, so then they will serve you. This was your second order. We will now add a second rule and regulation. From now onwards, we can capture you only one GUI at a time. Sigh. Fine, at least there are still 5 goo left. Human, you are wrong. It's not that I can't leave as well, I actually wanted to stay. I only pledge allegiance to being stronger than me, and you are not. However, we can make a pact again, give me your youth, and I will temporarily obey you. What? But I just got young again. I can't subdue other GUI without strength though. Alright, I'm making with you a pact once more. As you wish. Oh wisdom GUI, you left me back then, don't you regret it now? If you succumb to me now, I will return you your freedom. Human, you are wrong, I can leave as well if I want to, but I want to stay. However, we can make a pact again, give me your middle years, and I will temporarily obey you. I only succumb to those smarter than me, yet you are not smarter than me. This won't do. If I accept, am I not going back to square one? I have strength now, if you don't succumb to me, don't ever hope to leave. Alright, human, you win, I lost to you this time. As long as you tell me what method you used to capture me, I will admit defeat and serve you now and forever. Haha, this is easy, hey. I used the rules and regulations goo. Now that I know the names, you can no longer capture me. What? It is only at that moment Ranziyu understood that he got deceived by the wisdom GUI, he was anguished. For he knew he lost the only chance he had of capturing the wisdom GUI using rules and regulation. I understand now, clan head. You are using this story as an analogy. You are comparing Fan Yuan to the wisdom GUI and the clan to Ranziyu. Even though Ranziyu caught the wisdom GUI thanks to the rules and regulations, it still got away in the end. Could it be that you want me to let go of Fan Yuan and stop pressuring him? But, he is being more and more excessive. Don't get excited, sit back down. You are a clever man, you got my point instantly. Unfortunately, your grasp of the situation is still too small, you can only see that tiny plot of land in front of you. Let me tell you, the academy is a small matter, and the clan is the important one. I know that you worry about the other students being heavily suppressed by him, and who would eventually lose the fire in their heart. You are overthinking it. What do you think the clan is doing? Just relying on your academy to nurture new people? Behind each student, there are their family and friends, they won't break down that easily. Fan Yuan has indeed repeatedly exceeded my expectations, he has a hint of outstanding excellence. But as I just said, use him well to polish those rough jades, this is truly taking responsibility and thinking about their future. But esteemed clan head, excessive hurdles isn't a good thing either, it will crush the jade. Let it be then. Especially since Fang improved at lightning speed thanks to the liquor worm, I'm worried that at the rank 1 stage, no other student can overturn the situation. Such little frustration is nothing. Is it worse than death? The clan has new students every year, if it doesn't work out with this generation, there will be the next one. As for Guyu Fangzheng, starting tomorrow night, I will teach him in secret personally.